What is up, everybody? Today, finally, we're gonna get to Twixtor syncing, and I'm using a clip from ITI, a mist. I did his edit, his introducing, so you've probably seen the clip and stuff. My computer always does that. Poopy computer. Actually, I know who did it. It was Hazard. Never mind, I guess we changed his name. One of my subs, one of you guys requested it, and it's finally here. Sorry it took so long, but I'm gonna find his name and I'm gonna put it in the link. Go say thank you, check him out. He's a pretty good editor and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Anyways, first off, what we're gonna do is you're gonna make a new comp. I guess I could do that. Delete that. Go to comp, new comp. 59.94 frame rate, 12 video by 720. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna make my comp bigger. I'm gonna make mine like 50 seconds because my song happens around that time, and I hate just dragging it around looking for it. And you want to get your clip and your, what's it called? Clip and your song, and drag them into your comp. Now, to find where you're gonna sync, I already have like a syncing tutorial. So if you don't know how to sync at all, then go check that out. That's timer mapping syncing, and that's a little bit more basic and stuff like that. So go check that out. But if you know the fundamentals, like fundamentals of syncing, then this is going to be pretty simple, in my opinion, for you. Bring out your waveform of your song by pressing double L, and I'm going to find the drop to my song. I can go over here. There we go. Okay, it's all right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through our clip, and we are going to find exactly when he gets the hit marker, or right as soon as he shoots, and we're going to split it by clicking Control-Shift-D. Since I'm using Camtasia, mine will like bring up some drawing thing. Yeah, that. I don't want that, so I have to go to Edit, Split Layer. But you just want to find the point exactly where it gets the hit marker, or you see that it shoots. And then that is going to be where you're going to split it. And you want to do that for all your shots. Boom. Oh, I actually think you got a hit marker there, but I will go ahead and use it anyways. I like syncing, so I'll sync a hit marker here and there, especially whenever it sounds good with the song, like the bullet shots. Oh, where is it? There we go. There we go. Oh, edit, split layer. Okay, that's enough for good sync. I'm going to go ahead and mute all those, bring that up. Okay, now you want to find, oh yeah, make sure you don't put Twixtor on until after you sync it, or until after you split it all. Like, you don't want your whole clip to have Twixtor on unless you add it after you split it all, because it's going to mess it up, and it's going to make it all just run through all normal, with if they all already have Twixtor on it. So make sure you don't put Twixtor on until after you split your clips and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and find the spot where we're going to sync it to. Bring in bracket. Now that is basically, that shot is synced. But this part is where we need to Twixtor it. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a part where we want it to slow down. Go to our effects and presets, type in Twixtor, Twixtor Pro, And these are my Twixtor settings, pretty basic, 59.94 or whatever your input frame rate is. And if you don't know where that is, then you go to your, yeah, it's right here actually. You go to your project tab, you click on your clip, and right here it's going to have the aspect ratio, 1280 by 720, the duration or how long the clip is, and it's going to have FPS or frames per second right here. And this clip is 60, but I'm going to use 59.94 because YouTube downgrades anyways. So yeah, it's got other stuff on there, but yeah, that's all you really need to know is your frames per second. And you have to make sure that the frame rate in Twixtor is the same as your clip, because if I made this like 80 frames per second and I slowed it down, it's gonna do a bunch of skipping, and we don't want that. So make sure your frame rate matches, your frame rate in Twixtor matches the frame rate of your clip. There we go. Alright, so first you want to find a spot where you're going to slow down. Click on the stopwatch on speed, and then go to your clip and press U. And that's going to drop down this, and I find it a little bit easier to mess around with it right here instead of up here. Then you want to go ahead and go up, yeah, about like 3 or 4 frames, and then drag it down to like 6 or 4, either one works out just fine. And then you want to drag it like towards the end. Click on the add keyframe and then drag it right before the next clip that you split starts, and then just drag up your speed until it's that frame right before he gets the hit marker. So I went from 0 speed to 6 to 6 again, and then I dragged it all the way up to 186 because that's exactly where the clip will be in the timeline or whatever. And then you go up 1 frame and then it gets a hit marker. See how that works? And then you gotta do this for the rest of your other clips. I think my next one that I'm gonna sync it to is that one. See, I don't sync a lot to dubstep, and I don't know if you guys can hear my song, but it's kind of like a dubstep techno song. Ugh. I'd rather just do some rock. Alright, now to Twixtor your next clip, you want to click on it and then add Twixtor Pro back onto it. Do what you did last time, 59.94. And as the guy is starting to scope out, about like right there, like where the scope is kind of close, but it's not like right up on his face, because that'll start warping if it's too close, because there's a lot of movement up there. As you guys can see, he's like moving it all the way to the side. He moves it forward and backwards a little bit. So you want to do it like whenever he starts like just slowly bringing the gun down, so there's not a lot of movement and not a lot of warping. Then you want to click on the stopwatch at 100, click U again, go out a couple frames, and then bring it down to 4 or 6. And then you can either do what you did to the other one, like just go all the way over here, stopwatch, or add a keyframe, and then drag it up again. But as you guys can see, like mine goes all the way up to 1,000, and that's just a big no-no for me. I try to keep it under 300, maybe 500 at the most. So I'm actually going to do something to make it speed through some of the running and stuff that he does, just in case you guys have a clip like that. From whenever I keyframed it at 6, I'm going to go out a couple frames, like about 10, or just somewhere in between, like in the middle of the clip and where the guy, or where your shot is synced up to. And I'm going to keyframe, go out about 3 frames, and I'm going to raise it up to about, you know, whatever, like 300 or something like that. And then I'm going to go out a couple frames, and then I'm going to find a part where he's scoping in. And then I'm going to keyframe again at 326 for me. I'm going to go up a frame, then I'm going to drop it down to 6. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to drag down that 326 keyframe down to like 220 something. There we go. And then you add another keyframe at 6, and then you do that. See how it works? See? It's a nice, clean, fluid motion, and that's like a little bit of style right there. Really, it just matters on what kind of an edit you're doing. If you're doing a rock edit, sometimes it's actually better to do not so much Twixtor, because I kind of find that you know, fast-paced music deserves fast-paced editing, and Twixtor isn't for fast-paced really. It's kind of more of like a chill, laid-back thing, but you can use it for fast-paced editing too. But I'm just saying. Yeah, that's basically all it is. You just gotta make the keyframe. It's all really all just keyframes. That's really all it is. Once you get down, you know, how to sync it all up, you can start messing around with your own little style. I like my style right here that I just showed you, where you like make it go pretty fast in between parts until he starts scoping in. All you're really Twixtoring out and making slow-mo is scoping out and scoping in. That's really all it is. You just kind of skip through the rest of that, like where he's either pulling back the bolt or running up a little bit, you know, whatever it be. You just got to kind of speed up that part until he starts scoping in. How long is this? Dang, 13 minutes. Okay guys, I'm sorry that was so long. I didn't think that went on that long actually. Felt kind of short. I thought it was like 7 minutes. But anyways guys, hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully I went a little bit in depth a little bit to where you guys understood it right. But yeah, that was that. And any tutorial ideas, please post them down below. I've been trying to, like, I've got a bunch of stuff going on, but I really do love doing these tutorials. They're fun. I might do a couple other tutorials, but you know, I don't know what you guys want to know, stuff like that. Next, I think I'm going to be doing motion tracking with Cinema 4D and Buju, but I think I already did it. I'm going to check, so if not, then yeah, that's not going to be coming out if I already did it. But I got a couple other tutorial ideas. So anyways guys, peace.